It's about helping good people do great things, making a lasting difference, benefiting causes you care about most, supporting worthwhile projects, making dreams come true, leaving your mark in your lifetime and preserving your wishes beyond. A permanent foundation for the future, linking your legacy to the community forever.
When thinking about the impact that our fund as part of the community fund will have, it's more about the whole idea of a community fund, and that several people like us add money to a fund and create a larger pool of capital than we could create ourselves.
It's a larger pool to do work that's needed in the community.
The important thing to us was giving back to Niagara, where we both grew up and where we both have worked most of our lives and where we plan to retire.
Dear to my heart is helping children and youth, getting them off to a good start, providing recreation, providing the extra support they need, because my business has shown me that kids that don't have a good start pay for it the rest of their lives.
Actually, integration of special needs kids into our camp is a fundamental part of how we do camp. But there's about 25% of the kids that kind of slip through the cracks. Sometimes children will need a one-on-one support, sometimes they'll need an extra staff to make sure that they can experience it like any other child can. Get the full fun out of a summer day camp. Children are able to go to a camp because of the Community Foundation.
You can build a legacy, you don't have to leave it.
Karen came to me and asked me if I would be interested in helping with her idea to run an event.
To really focus on the foundation and make some money.
A fund to help women. We had the idea that we would have all of our highly motivated friends and we would have to do nothing other than invite them to take part. It wasn't exactly like that, but it was something like that.
It was. There was lots of fun memories.
And Sunday in the Parks turned out to be a very popular event. Everyone loved it.
It got people thinking that everyone can establish a fund.
And since that time, grants have been going out each year to women's groups. I feel personally very good about that.
Absolutely.
The monies received, it not only provides stability to the agency that locates us in the perfect neighborhood, it's the right home school for moms. It's a neighborhood where there's housing available for the women we serve and their babies nearby.
Coming to school, having our child there with us, and we know where they are at all times. It was very complicated before this facility was built.
Brighter futures and healthy from the start reside with us. Childcare and informal programs and counseling and classrooms all housed in this space.
My son's here all day. I know he's well looked after.
So we're paying off mortgage instead of rent.
It just makes life a little easier.
And we thank the foundation for funding us and helping us to do that.
It's all very well to do a restoration and to try to keep something, but you have to look at the long term for the whole project, not just set it up and walk away from it. The practical purpose for the small Mayhome Foundation is to have a house and a place to keep records, and the purpose of the money within the Niagara Foundation is to keep it running. It comes as a grant with no strings attached, and therefore they can use it for whatever is necessary, either paying the hydro and the water bill or buying new books or equipment. People on the board do not have to be concerned with funding. They can spend their time working at what Mayhome was set up to do, which is collect history and collect family histories, and to just simply collect so that these things that are in our community are not lost.
Well, because it was an environmental legacy fund and I'm involved in nothing but environmental work, I thought it would be a very good place to invest. And given that I grew up in Port Colborne along the shores of Lake Erie and my father had recently passed away and loved the lake, I figured what better way to memorialize him than to set up a fund in his name. I don't know that my fund will have an impact directly per se. I do hope that it, in combination with many other things, will increase environmental awareness in the peninsula of things that are worth protecting and fighting for.
Well, I've always looked upon the Church of the Transfiguration as being my church, and I feel that the world with the shape it's in today, needs more churches. And anything I can do to further that, I'm interested.
I went to Bill and I talked about doing some kind of planned giving. Planned giving tends to be capital oriented. It's often for building and for that kind of permanence. We felt that we wanted to do something that would make the ministry permanent, educational ministry for kids, for teens, for adults, for university students, particularly perhaps a lot for university students we were thinking of because Brock is right in the parish's area.
And I think when you start with the youth, if you can capture the youth and keep them, it's bound to grow.
There was a commitment to education, but I think the reason it was 50% could be done according to the needs of the church was just so that you don't make a donation now that ties the hands of people completely in the future. Would that be right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. After all, they're the professionals and I'm the amateur.
The Niagara Community Foundation enabled us to create this area that we call Teen Plaza, designated for this age group. A place where they can stay to do their homework or to just meet with their friends. A space where we could keep the collections that would be of interest to them.
It's just kind of a fun place to be, to get together and talk to each other.
And it's been absolutely wonderful to be able to provide this. It was wonderful to have the teens involved in actually creating it.
We just chose things that would be fun or interesting to try and attract people to this area. The nice colored carpet, the lava lamps. We made these tables and we put our handprints on them. It's really cute. But it should be sort of a memory of what the Teen Advisory Group does.
The money really has been put to good use to attract young people back to the library. It's been a tremendous success. Isn't it fantastic these things are actually being used?
Fantastic, yet so simple to achieve. All of it and so much more through Niagara Community Foundation, helping good people do great things, making a lasting difference. Speak with your lawyer, accountant, or estate planner. Speak with your family. Visit our website and speak with us about turning your charitable dreams into reality, linking your legacy to the community forever.